Hello guys, today I'm going to be showing you how I launch my Java quarkus app in the browser, of course using Swagger UI. So what I actually do, since it's a Maven project, I got my Maven here, then Maven plugins, and then I look for quarkus, which happens to be a plugin and a Maven. Then I compile the quarkus div. Okay, so you can see starting this shop item, which is my project, and it's now compiling it. Okay, it's gonna be taking a couple of minutes, but hopefully it will be done fast enough. It's now building a snapshot from POM with XML, which is my POM file. Now it's invoking Panache. Invoking Panache Maven, and now it's copying the resources databases that I have on this computer, and they are the same databases that I'm using for my application. It is actually essentially it's a shop. It's an online shop project, so that's why I'm calling it shop items project. So it's kind of an online shop project. I will be launching its UI in Visual Studio VS Code here. So this is its back end in quarkus, and I actually wrote the entire back end in Java quarkus. And now right now, after of course launching it on the web, I will be exposing its endpoints, and then I will be launching the UI in the Visual Studio, the VS Code, and then we shall be able to interact with the endpoints, the back end endpoints, of course, using the UI in the Visual Studio. Okay, it has finished copying resources, so we already have our databases, and it has actually compiled all classes, and it has indexed everything. All classes are up to date. And no sources are there to compile, so it's now listening at port 5005, and it will be launching at port 808, and that's 8008. That's the normal port that we normally use to launch our projects on Swagger UI. Okay, so launching tests are paused, and very soon we shall be kind of taking a little bit of time, but just have to be patient a little bit. So finally it's done, and it has once you see this quarkus, it means the project has launched successfully, and you can see that project shop item snapshot on JVM. It's listening at port 8080. So we're going to be visiting this port, but of course, just have like I told you, I'm using a Swagger UI to launch my endpoints. So very soon, let's head on, and then you see how we can launch it in our web. So we're going to be visiting this link in the browser, and hopefully we shall be able to display our Swagger UI. So let's launch our browser in the first place. and then A0. I already have the link here, so we are accessing it at localhost port 880 Q Swagger UI. So this is our Swagger UI platform, and it's shop items API. So this is the API, and this API has endpoints that you can hook on. Endpoints are really categorized in different departments. We have the endpoints for the auth management, authentication, and then we also have endpoints for the course. You can ignore this course management modules as kind of part of endpoints that will be working in another system. Then you have endpoints that manage our file resources, of course, things like PDFs and images, of course, images for the items or for the goods to be sold. And then we have endpoints under the shop management module, whereby the manager can log into new items into the shop. Then we have the user management, the one that regulates who is who. For example, one that differentiates a normal buyer that comes to the website to place an order, or an agent on the website who probably works on a customer care, and an admin who actually uploads these items into the system. So let's start with the auth management module, because as you know, when you're starting any project, you must be authorized to do anything, everything or anything that you're going to be doing in the system should be authorized. So we have a resetting password, that we can reset password. For example, if the user had forgotten his password, I will have this post endpoint that really helps them to reset their password. Then also have the post endpoint for user login, so this is why the user can log in. We have the put endpoint to update the password in the case the user wants to change his or her own password. So we go to the file resources. We have endpoints like creating file, finding file, things like that, deleting a file, updating a file. So let's go to shop management module. It's the one that's having most of the endpoints, which is generating a PDF of a kind of a range or a list of shop items that you request from a database. We have an advanced search that users are going to be using to search items from the database, and also print out whatever they want, and then get to or search any specific item they need from database. We have getting all items. For example, if you don't want to search a specific item and just want to load all items, this is the endpoint. We have the search, basic search. We have the get item by ID, example, choosing one item from the database using its ID. Then you have the post, adding a new item to the of course database, and this is normally done by the admin. I'll have the put, updating the item itself, item details like name, pics, everything like that, details. Then we have delete all shop items, and then delete shop item by ID. You can delete all shop items at once, or you can delete one item at a go. Then we have user management module, where we can see all admins, all agents, all customers, and then we assign roles to different people. We have an endpoint that gets all agents and customers, an endpoint that gets an agent by ID, agent sign up. Agents can sign up from here, and the usual customers that come to the website to buy can also sign up from here. We have updating the role, and then customer update, deleting all customers and agent, or deleting by ID. So these are the endpoints on the Swagger UI. So this is how they use Swagger. Later on, I will be showing you how we actually create a quarkus. I actually have that video in my list of tutorials. If you don't know how to create a Swagger UI or how to use Swagger to display your endpoint and API in Java quarkus, head over. I have in one of my list, quarkus list, one of my first videos describes that very well. Okay, so thanks for watching. I think I'll see you in the next video. Okay.